Am I still in charge of the movie videos?
Yes, you are.
Ah! Welcome to Be Continued. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Caleb.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Riley.
And today we've got a special episode for you. We're not talking about football. I know it's shocking. We're talking movies. This is my forte here.
Oh wait, let me switch my notes. I thought we were talking about football. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. Here's this guy. So, here's what we're doing. We're going to give you our list of our top 5 movies that came out in 2022, and we had to limit it to the movies we've seen. So if there's something that's like egregiously missed that one of us doesn't have, especially me, I'm sorry, because like there's a few that like I feel like would be on the list, but I didn't watch them, so I can't really, in good conscience, put them on my list as a movie aficionado as I am. So if we make this list and then I go back and watch a 2022 movie that like shoots to the top, we'll have to like make a retraction video where I apologize for leaving it out.
We'll make a YouTube short for you.
Yeah.
Or TikTok, something like that.
Sure. So, who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter to me.
You should go first, because I go first with the football videos.
Yeah. All right. So, my top 5 movies of 2022, coming at number 5, I have The Batman with Matt Reeves as the director, and it had, the guy from Twilight as Batman. I heard it was going to be a good movie when I went in. And then I went in and watched it. And what I really liked about it was all the other Batmans, they always focus on the action or some of the villains. But this really emphasized the story and also brought out something that was emphasized in the Batman comics, which was the detective work. And it was actually very intriguing to watch. And it finishes the top 5 movie of 2022 for me. Coming in at number 4, I don't know if you guys saw this movie. It was called The Adam Project. It was on Netflix, had Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that movie. I thought it was one of Ryan Reynolds' better Netflix movies, and it was one of my favorite Netflix movies in the past 5 years.
You could have just said it was one of like the better Netflix movies made, because Netflix usually makes half of a good movie.
Yeah,
like that's just
Recently, they've been stepping it up. They've been getting some really big name actors on contracts with them now.
The Rock.
Yeah. They got
Red Notice
they got
was
Jonah
really
Hill.
good,
They got
too.
The Rock.
Yeah.
They got.
and that was a complete movie.
Oh,
but
I forgot to put that one in.
But most of their movies are like.
halfway.
It's like they have such a great premise, and like it starts out really good, and then it's just like the worst ending.
You're like,
It's like
what?
they just like ran out of ideas, and we're like, oh, we got to end this. Bye now.
And then coming in at number 3, we have the Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And I know, Caleb's, you guys haven't seen it, but it was a very good movie. There hasn't been a good like Puss in Boots Shrek-styled movie since Shrek 2. This brought you back to like the Shrek 2 days, and it was actually very intriguing to watch, and I loved watching it. I mean, I've watched it 3 times now. It's a really good movie.
Okay, that's excessive.
Three
That's
times.
a little much.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I don't think I've ever watched any of the Puss in Boots movies. Is this like the second or
This is
the
the second one.
second? Yeah, I haven't
one,
watched the first one.
First one came out.
I didn't like
2011.
Puss in Boots when he was in Shrek, so
Wow.
kind of like took away from Shrek for me.
Okay, and then number 2, I don't know if you guys seen this one. It's called Bullet Train. It has Brad Pitt. There's the guy that was what's his name? He was in the Kick-Ass movies.
Nicolas Cage.
No. He was Kick-Ass. He was
What is his name?
also Quicksilver in Marvel.
I know who you're talking about. I'll throw him up
I
on the
just
screen.
picture him.
But he was in it, and it was a great movie. It had some hilarious comedy. Like, I actually think you guys would love this movie.
Is it an action movie?
It's an action comedy.
So it's like a Marvel movie.
No, it's a well.
Oh, like so the comedy actually like works and
Yes,
it's not forced
yes,
and like
it's
shoved
not
into
forced.
there.
It's
Okay.
not. No,
That's
no.
a shot at Marvel. I hope somebody's watching.
It's actually incredible. I didn't think I'd like it because the trailer. I mean, it looked all right, and then sat down, and we were in New York when I watched it the first time, and I was laughing from start to finish. I mean, it was hilarious. I mean, the guy from Kick-Ass, his name in the movie is Tangerine, and his partner's name is Lemon, and they're brothers, but they're not really brothers. It's kind of funny how they portray it, but I don't want to spoil it too much because it is a really good movie. And then coming in at number 1, if you guys, I know Caleb, you haven't seen this movie, but I don't even think this was going to be an argument. Top Gun Maverick. Wow. As good as it is watching it at home, I've never had a movie theater experience as good as Top Gun Maverick. I mean, because of what they used to make the movie, when when the jets would come onto the movie screen, it actually felt like there was a jet coming overhead. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. The first Top Gun was all right. I mean, it wasn't nothing to bang home about, but it was Top Gun Maverick was probably one of my favorite movies of the past 5 years, not let alone 2022. That's my top 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, so that's a spoiler for my list. Can't put it on there. But I'm with you. I didn't even. Well, you probably even liked the first Top Gun more than I did because I didn't really find it that interesting. Because I don't find movies interesting that are like action, like just for the sake of action, like when nothing's really kind of on the line, you know, because they're kind of like training. And I know that, you know, spoiler, the dude did like when they were just training, but like when they fought at the end, that was like the best part of the movie. But that was like 30 seconds of the movie,
I will let
like
you know
the first one.
There is a climax that they're getting to. Like there's a fight that they're training for the entire movie. So there's that. I believe it's to bomb a Russian place or something like that.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that one and look at it because most of your list I haven't seen like any of your list.
Wow.
What was number 5?
The Batman.
The Batman.
Haven't seen that. Number 4?
The Adam Project.
I have seen that. So that's the only one that I've seen in your list.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
but the thing on the Batman is I don't want to watch it because
3 hours.
it's 3 hours long.
I should have preferenced that.
And it's not Christian Bale. Like I feel like Christian Bale just did Batman so well. I don't need to see another one. And I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, Michael Keaton's Batman" or "George Clooney's Batman." I've never heard anyone say that, but
Yeah, George
like
Clooney was
there are
Batman.
other people
That's
like
Nipples, man, not
all these
Batman.
people have played Batman, but like it's just not for me. For me, it's Christian Bale and Christian Bale alone. Those are some of the best like superhero movies that have ever been made.
That's also how I feel about the Joker. Like everyone's like Joaquin Phoenix or whatever his name is. I'm like, if it's not Heath Ledger, Joaquin, whoop-de-doo. I didn't like the movie. Joker was not a good movie. Spoiler alert. It
Yeah,
sucked.
that was a weird movie.
I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. But anyway, who wants to go next on the movies?
I guess I can.
And I'm actually changing my list like on the spot because some of your movies, like actually, I was like, I didn't even realize they came out in 2022.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. Number 5, I think I'm gonna put Top Gun Maverick there, just because I never really was into the Top Gun series, but I watched it because it was so hyped up. So I think it goes at number 5 just for me. I mean, it's just a very action-packed movie. That's just all I gotta say about it. Number 4 is actually the Avatar 2, which it would be higher if it wasn't so long. It's such a long movie. I mean, as a kid, I think Avatar 1 was my favorite movie, so Avatar 2 was obviously like it didn't need to happen, but it happened, so I guess I enjoyed it when it happened, but it was just way too long to be higher up on the list. So, I mean, I can't really, like, complain. The storyline also didn't entirely make sense, but I guess they kind of had to force it if they wanted to make a second, third, fourth, and fifth.
The thing with Avatar 2 that I didn't like, James Cameron, it seemed like he was trying to force his ego into the movie because it had elements of like you had Titanic you could definitely tell he used some things that he used in Titanic in the movie. I mean, and his ego just gets on my nerves. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get $2 billion in box office." I mean, they did, but you don't have to brag about it.
Yeah. I thought it was very also humbling and funny that Puss in Boots rated higher than them when it actually came out. Like, it rated over top of them on the Rotten Tomatoes list.
Should have. It was a better movie.
I think it was.
Number 3,
3, I'm putting the Batman just because the Batman has always been my favorite superhero movie, or superhero in general. So I put
putting the Batman there.
it was just really long too. That's why it's at number 3 and not anywhere higher. Number 2, I'm putting Smile, the horror movie, and I think I'm putting it there because of the marketing gimmick that they did. It's the best marketing gimmick I've ever seen any movie do. They would plant people in like
Baseball
stadiums, football stadiums, anywhere that had cameras around it, and they would sit there with a smile shirt on, smiling the whole time. And I think it was perfect for their movie and hyped it up just enough for it to be such a good movie. And I think it was a good movie. And number 1, I do have the new Puss in Boots because I think it was
Number
really
1.
good. Yeah,
It was a good movie.
I think it was really good.
You heard it here, people. Number 1,
I think it was really
best
good.
movie of 2022.
2022.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Puss in Boots.
It's
by the
actually
way.
not.
It was a great way to end off the year. I will say that.
Thank you. You know what?
Wow.
Thank you. Believe it or not,
I'm
Caleb, it
embarrassed.
is masculine.
I'm
enough
embarrassed to share an angle with you, to share a shot with you. So the only thing I'll say about that list is,
Again.
I mean, continuing on the Batman, is like 3-hour movies need to be like an epic story. Like I'm thinking like Lord of the Rings, like
Avengers Endgame.
a Harry Potter, like not Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. That one ended that had a proper ending. But yeah, like 3 hours is just, man, it's hard to keep somebody's attention for 3 hours.
It is, but I think
Yeah.
I think
But
given that it is a 3 hour movie, it's one of the better 3 hour movies that you'll see.
Yes.
I don't know about that. So, what everybody's been waiting for. My top 5, the correct top 5.
All right, video's over.
So, number 5. Coming in at number 5, and I think I'm just giving it number 5 purely based on nostalgia. Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh my no!
I love Jurassic Park. I've always loved Jurassic Park, and like the movie was like good but not great. And honestly, like I don't remember much about it.
I don't either.
But I know that I didn't dislike it, so I'm just gonna put there at number 5 because I can tell you, like, if I had to pick between like watching Jurassic World again or the Batman, I would pick Jurassic World every single time.
Oh my wow!
Just because the Batman is 3 hours long and doesn't have Christian Bale in it. And it wasn't directed by Christopher Nolan. So, like, those are the 3 strikes and it's out. But, like, Jurassic World, I got to put it in there. I like Chris Pratt. Like, it's dinosaurs, it's cool.
If I did my top
I can
20,
respect it.
If I did my top 20 movies of 2022, Jurassic World wouldn't even make that.
Well, you
That
also
is wild.
you
That
also
was a
call
bad-
horror movies horror pictures. So, like, you don't really have very good taste for special effects and such. So, my number 4 is Ambulance.
Oh yeah, that was a yeah, that was a good
Ambulance
movie.
with Jake Gyllenhaal, and who's the main character? 'Cause it wasn't really Jake Gyllenhaal.
It was the black guy's name.
Blanking. But anyway, it was a really good movie, and it was one of the things that I liked about it. Spoiler? Well, I don't know if I should. Like it, everything wasn't happy in the end. You know, like
Yeah.
a lot of movies, there's like this. They fade off into the sunset, and everything's good. But honestly, that's not life. Like a lot of times, it doesn't work out. And so I really liked Ambulance. I think it was a good movie. It like held my attention the entire time. It was awesome. Number 3. Now this one is going to surprise all of you, and you've probably not seen it. Might not even remember hearing about it. Marry Me
Oh no.
with
We were just
J Lo and it's J Lo, right? And
Yeah,
Owen Wilson.
yeah.
yeah. Movie's awesome. Like it's a perfect rom com. If you had a girl to watch movies with, like that would be the perfect one to watch with. That's a shot at you.
Man, I understand.
Yeah, but like it was just a really good movie. Like the whole thing, like it was funny and it was good. I enjoyed it. That was number 3. Number 2 is Samaritan.
Okay, yeah. that
Okay.
was-
With
Sylvester
Sylvester Stallone, also known as Rocky. I mean, it was an awesome. It's what superhero movies should be. It was good. There's a lot of action, and I mean, it was just one that it was really good. And good job, Amazon. Well, Amazon didn't make it,
Yeah,
but
Amazon-
like they did make it.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
an Amazon
yeah,
movie.
Amazon's better than Netflix. And then the last one. And I'm picking this because I love like natural disaster, end of the world movies.
Moonfall,
You might know what it is. Moonfall.
Yes.
Moonfall for me is my top movie of 2022. I really liked it. There was a lot of action in it.
Yes.
There's like the end of the world type stuff. I liked the cast. I mean, everything about it was really good. And I do want to give a couple honorable mentions because I feel like you can't put like you have to judge horror movies by a different scale.
Yes.
Because in the end, like horror movies are stupid. Like for the most part, they're really stupid.
Horror pictures are very stupid.
But I really liked the Scream movie until like the end of it. Like it was a decent.
I looked at it and I was like, I don't remember this being great. Same thing with the Halloween movie.
I was trying like. I think I liked the premise of it more than the actual execution.
Yeah.
I liked Smile, but there's another horror movie that's almost exactly like it. I forget what it is, but it was something where like a woman goes to a therapist and basically like kills herself, and then the rest of the movie is about the same thing. So that was kind of a strike against Smile for me. I can't remember what the other one was called.
Was it Megan?
No. And then the last one is Black Phone. I thought Black Phone was pretty good. It was decent storyline. It kind of kept you guessing most of the time with what was going on, and I thought it had a satisfying ending. We'll say that.
Your top 2, those are my honorable mentions. Like those were very good movies. Like when Moonfall first, the trailer came out, I was like, "Ooh, I might watch that," and then I didn't watch it till like December, and I was like, "Whoa,
I think
that was very good."
I think my honorable mention is Ambulance because I never actually got to watch it, but I remember the previews being so good.
Yeah.
You guys probably haven't seen this movie, but there was 2 Liam Neeson movies that were really good this year.
I saw one of them.
Blacklight and Memory. those both were really good. And I'll say this: Liam Neeson is one of my favorite actors. I mean, I can't remember the last time I watched an action movie with him in it, and I didn't enjoy it. I mean, he's a very good action star.
Did Marksman come out this year or was that last year?
That was last year.
Okay, that was a good one too.
That was
Kind of
really-
under the radar, Liam
yeah.
Neeson. So yeah, I mean, my list is we can only go off what we've seen,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of movies that I didn't see that I still like to see that I will see,
feels
and
weird.
we'll see how that goes.
I help movie juice in something.
Well,
There
I
was-
mean,
I also don't have a life, so
yeah,
The two movies that got replaced on my list, I haven't seen, but I looked at them and I was like, these are cool. I'm going to watch them later. And then I never watched them to prep for this video. So, but
yeah.
After Caleb or Riley sees a couple of the movies that were on the list here, we'll make a TikTok with what they actually thought of the movie. Or
Yeah,
a
we can
YouTube
do it.
short.
We can do an instant. We can do a review. Did
Yeah.
you see Maverick?
I think I saw like the beginning of it and then I turned it off to go do something else.
Yep,
See, that's a strike.
You see what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the surround sound system to your house. We'll watch it there. Okay. Have a surround sound bar.
We're going to watch all of the 2022 movies that came out.
Just in a row.
I
Yep.
don't know if we have.
I also liked Uncharted.
Oh, the
Oh, the Uncharted movie was
I
good.
thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Tom Holland.
I forgot about that.
Another honorable mention. I don't know if you guys saw it. Would have been Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
I didn't see that one.
Um,
The Marvel Cinematic Universe ended to me when Thanos snapped his fingers, and I'm just pretending that nothing else happened after that because that's when it should have ended.
Black Panther I didn't think was going to be good at all because I was like, there's no T'Challa, no nothing. And I was actually shocked because I thought I'd gotten over T'Challa's death, or as everybody else knows him as, wow, I forgot his name.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, what?
Cedric Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. I thought you were talking about the other guy.
Cedric.
And I thought I was over his death. And then right as the movie began, they started with, I don't know if you guys have heard Rihanna's new song, Lift Me Up. But it starts off with that, and it goes into a Chadwick Boseman tribute, and I'm like, wow. I mean, it got a little foggy in that movie theater, I'm not gonna lie. A little dusty. So, hit me in the feels a little bit. It's a good movie.
That's what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Anybody else?
you're such a sensitive guy.
Yeah.
You're the guy that closed the video. I'm sorry. I was getting ready to say something.
All right. Well, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. If there's any movies that you liked in 2022 that we missed, comment down below. Let us know. If there's any movies that we need to watch that you think we just like overlooked, let us know that as well.
Please.
And we'll check them out. And maybe
Absolutely.
we'll do something. We'll do some more reviews. So, till next time.
To be continued.